I'm Andrew Whitten. I'm an Executive Director of the Atomic Group and a founder of Atomic Legal. I'm also had over 20 years experience in advising ASX listed companies on equity capital markets. In these unprecedented times, we're seeing a lot of changes to economic conditions. Those changes to economic conditions affect companies and affect their revenue, affect their forecasts, affect their profitability, and ASX listed companies have a positive obligation to advise the market if there's going to be a material change, and that's why it's important to consider. There's three different real scenarios that the company needs to worry about, and I'll look at them in turn. The first one is a company that doesn't have any real revenue. So think of a company that's an exploration company, a mining exploration company, a drug development company, a biotechnology company, or an early stage just tech company. So it's pre-revenue or it has very small revenue. They generally don't need to update the market when there's a fall in revenue because they don't have a lot of revenue. But what they need to consider is material changes to their expenditure. So think of a company that's conducting exploration and it decides not to conduct that exploration anymore and curtail it to preserve cash. So those change of plans would generally need to be advised to the market. The second type of company is a company that has revenue but hasn't made forecasts. So that type of company, think of a company that has $4 or $5 million of annual recurring revenue, technology type revenue, for example, and they had 20% of their customers cancel their contracts, in which case they would need to update the market because there'll be a material change in their revenue. So that's the sort of second category of company. And the third one is a company that has made forecasts. And generally the ASX guidance on that is that if there is a change between 5 and 10% to those forecasts, to the matrix that make up those forecasts, so it may be revenue, maybe expenses, then they will need to advise the market. Generally it's more 5% if it's a stable kind of revenue, where it's more 10% if the revenue is more variable. So they're the general times where continuous disclosure would be triggered. So the first is the current economic climate will trigger continuous disclosure obligations. You need to consider them carefully and think about them. The second is board and management have to work together to understand what the impact of these times are on your business, and make decisions accordingly. And the third is ask your advisor. Ask me, get in touch, have a chat, we can work through it together. So the Atomic Group is a diversified professional services organisation. We now touch over 25% of the ASX. We offer a range of professional services, including legal, company secretarial, registry and accounting services. The largest outsourced company secretarial provider in Australia with over 100. And we're here to help. Please feel free to get in touch, and thank you very much for listening.